The monk without a title. Long ago, there was a monk who noticed that titles followed him wherever he went. Some called him teacher. Others called him student. A few called him wise. Each title arrived with quiet expectations. When he was called a teacher, people listened closely. When he was called wise, they waited for answers. Even when he walked alone, the titles seemed to walk with him. One day, his teacher asked him a question. "If all titles were taken from you," the teacher said, "what would remain?" The monk did not answer. He had never considered the question. That evening, he sat in meditation and watched the mind reach for familiar labels. Each one felt comforting, yet heavy. Each one promised meaning, yet demanded something in return. The next morning, the monk made a quiet decision. When others addressed him by a title, he did not correct them. But he did not step into the role either. He listened without trying to be an authority. He spoke without trying to sound wise. Something unexpected happened. Conversations became easier. Silence became natural. Without a title to protect, there was nothing to defend. People still asked questions, words still arose, but they came from presence, not position. One afternoon, a young traveler bowed and said, "What should I call you?" The monk paused and replied, "You do not need to call me anything." The traveler looked surprised, and then relieved. Later, the monk shared the moment with his teacher. When the title disappeared, the monk said, "I felt lighter." The teacher smiled, because what you are has never needed a name. From that day on, the monk allowed titles to pass like clouds, useful when needed, forgotten when not. And in the absence of a title, he discovered a deeper authority, one that came from simply being present.